Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into one of the greatest adventure stories ever told, Hanuman's Leap of Faith, and we're going to be unpacking it using a really powerful discourse from Rajan G. Maharaj, because, believe me, there are some incredible lessons packed into this journey.
All right, so let's just picture this for a second. You've got this whole army of heroes, right? And they're all standing at the edge of this massive, impossible ocean. We're talking 100 yojanas of water between them and where they need to be. And you know what's happening? A lot of talk, a lot of grandstanding. But the one guy who can actually get the job done, he's just sitting there, not saying a word.
I mean, you have everyone else bragging, right? Oh, I can jump 20 yojanas. I can do 50. Another one says, I can probably make it 90. But the one person who has the real power, the one who can actually make the whole trip, he's not saying a thing. Just sitting there, deep in meditation.
Okay, so now we get to the turning point. This powerful silence is about to be shattered. The wise old elder, Jamvant, he steps up, and he knows something crucial. Sometimes, all that incredible potential is just asleep. It's just waiting for someone to come along and light the fuse.
And here's the brilliant part. Jamavant doesn't order him around. He doesn't say, Hanuman, you have to do this. No, he reminds him. He lays out these three incredible truths about his heritage, his built-in wisdom, and most importantly, his destiny. And isn't that just a powerful idea? Sometimes we don't need a command. We just need a reminder of who we were born to be.
And wow, the reaction is just instantaneous. It's electric. The second Hanuman hears those two simple words, Ram's work, it's like a switch flips. He just explodes into this mountain-sized form, letting out this incredible roar. He's not just thinking about crossing the ocean anymore. He's ready to pick up the entire city of Lanka and carry it back himself.
Whoa, hold on. Jamvant has to kind of pull the reins back a little bit. He's like, okay, big guy, let's dial it down. He makes it super clear. This is not a smash and grab mission. This is a spy mission. It's about brains, not brawn. The orders are crystal clear. Go quietly, find Sita, and just come back and tell us what you saw. Reconnaissance, right? Not an all-out assault.
Now, before he makes that incredible leap, there's another really important piece of the story. It's all about humility and service. And honestly, it's one of the things that makes Hanuman such an amazing hero.
Yeah, check out this quote. It just nails the whole idea of selfless service. So Hanuman gets it, right? He tells his friends, hey, you guys just wait here. And you might wonder why. Well, it's so that when he gets back with the good news, they can all go to Ram as a team. The credit, the success, it belongs to everybody. I mean, talk about a masterclass in not making it all about yourself.
So, to get airborne, Hanuman uses this place called the Sundar Mountain as his launch pad. And I love this, the discourse we're drawing from uses this really cool modern analogy. It calls the mountain an airport runway. It just gives you this perfect picture of the sheer scale of what he's about to do.
And get this is where it gets really wild. The storyteller connects this ancient epic to Newton's third law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So the force of him pushing off, of him launching into the sky, was so immense that the opposite reaction sent shockwaves all the way down into the underworld. It literally shook the foundations of the world below. That's power.
Okay, so he's in the air, but this isn't going to be some smooth, nonstop flight. Not at all. He's about to face three huge challenges, and each one is designed to test a totally different part of who he is: his focus, his smarts, and his raw strength. So first up, this mountain, Menaka, literally pops out of the ocean and offers him a place to chill out and take a break. Hanuman politely says no thanks, showing just how focused he is. Next, he meets Surasa, who's actually been sent by the gods to see how clever he is. And finally, he runs into the demoness Simika, a pure test of his power and his ability to act fast.
Okay, this test with Surasa is just fascinating. She basically says, I'm gonna eat you, and opens her mouth 1 yojan wide. So what does Hanuman do? He becomes 2 yojanas wide. So she goes bigger, he goes bigger. This back and forth continues until she opens her mouth a mind-boggling 100 yojanas wide. That's 1,200 kilometers. Just try to wrap your head around that.
So, what do? I mean, seriously, what's your next move when your opponent's only strategy is to just get bigger and bigger forever? You can't win that game. Trying to match your size isn't going to work anymore.
Simple. You stop playing their game and you change the rules.
Hanuman just completely abandons the whole who's bigger contest. Instead, he becomes atilagu, incredibly tiny, and just zips right through her giant mouth before she can react. It's the perfect example of how brains can beat brawn every single time.
So, after passing all those tests over the water, he finally makes it. He arrives at his destination, the golden city of Lanka, a fortress like no other.
He plays it smart. He waits for it to get dark, and then he shrinks down to about the size of a cat, trying to sneak in. But nope, not so fast. He's immediately stopped by the city's guardian, a powerful being named Lankini. And the speaker has this great line for her. He calls her Lanka's immigration officer.
So she stands in his way, challenges him. And Hanuman, well, he just flattens her with one single mighty punch. And as she's falling, it all clicks for her. She remembers this old prophecy that said, the day a monkey's punch shakes her to her very soul, that's the day the end begins for the demons.
So he's in. He's past the gatekeeper. But now, in some ways, the hardest part of the mission is just getting started. He has to find Sita in this massive, hostile city.
And he looks everywhere. Palace after palace, he's searching relentlessly, and nothing. He's just about to give up, just about to lose hope. And then he sees it. One house that's completely different from all the others. It has a sacred tulsi plant outside. And as he gets closer, he hears it. Someone inside is chanting Ram, Ram. Right there, in the middle of the enemy's fortress, he's just found a friend.
And this ally? It turns out to be Vibhishan, the Demon King's own brother. So Vibhishan tells Hanuman exactly where to look for Sita. Following his directions, Hanuman makes his way to the Ashok Vatika garden, and there, finally, he sees her. She's a captive for sure, but her spirit is anything but broken.
Now, he has to prove he's a friend. So he climbs up into a tree right above her, and he gently drops Ram's ring down in front of her. As she's staring at it, just filled with wonder, he starts to tell her the story of Ram's desperate search for her. And you can just imagine, it's the first real spark of hope she has felt in a very, very long time.
So there it is, mission accomplished, right? He found Sita, job done. But then things get complicated. He finds out about a prophecy that says he's the one who's supposed to burn Lanka down. And that leaves us with this huge question, one that we can all think about in our own lives. When do you stick to the plan, and when do you have to go beyond your orders to serve a much greater purpose? It's a really powerful idea to end on.